Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sonoma Raceway. It is Sunday afternoon, 20 laps of racing here in California. Race 2 here in Sonoma. Who's gonna get it done? Yesterday we saw a wild lap 1 and Maddie Bowling surviving to win. And now, let's go trackside. Race fans, if you're able to, please now rise and now remove your hats for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner. And now, let's see where your favorite drivers are starting. It is Errol and Todd and Grady Broughton, row 1, and then Daniel Eck and Miles Sprung, and then Brayton Mills and Landon Drennan. And we get to the 44. That's Leo Elb. And then Errol and Todd, and then Gavin Hendry, and then Caden Romine, Garrett Irwin, and then Leo, and then Landon Clements, and Ella Gooden, Cameron Evans, Caden Smith, Brandon Hendry, Maddie Bowling, Carson Cole, and Tessa McElroy, Briley Todd, Raymond Carbondale, Matthew Johnson, Brady Johnson, and then Layla Whitaker, Ava Mays, Allie Boggs, Nathan Rockhill, Kinsey Arnett, Seth Sierra, Bella Gilliam, Drew Picard, and Grant Irwin. That is your starting lineup here from Sonoma. Race number 2 here in Sonoma. Who's gonna get it done? We are green. Race 2 from Sonoma is underway. We are ready to see a wild beginning to this one. And Eck already starting out good. 3 wide up front. Look at all this contact. Mills off the racetrack, and he's going to go around. Hale involved. Look at the 77. Huge contact. Back in the pack. Look at the 10 losing a ton of ground. Just a few car wreck. Caden Smith is involved, and they're still going at it down here in the carousel. And it's 3 wide coming to the carousel. Errol and Todd loses the lead on lap 1. Landon Drennan out of nowhere. Oh, and he to the grass. Here comes Eck. Great run side by side through this section. And it's getting crazy. A lot of contact. Another wild lap number 1 here from Sonoma. But not as wild as yesterday's race. Landon Drennan leads lap number 1 over Grady Broughton. And here goes Broughton to the inside. They make contact in the 60, gets slow, and Broughton to the lead. On lap number 1, Broughton's going to lead lap 1. Errol Todd loses the lead in a ton of spots. Bowling already. Dude. Where did Errol Todd go? Oh yeah, Errol Todd's still top 5, but she got the pole and is way back. Grady Broughton leads here in Sonoma. Trying to hang on. For the carousel for the second time today. One lap ago, it was crazy. It was crazy through this section. I'm gonna go to the schedule just real quick to see what next week is, because if it's not Long Beach, then who knows? It may get crazy next week. Next week is Long Beach, so fuel will be in use next week. 30 laps. Daytona will be 100 laps. That's gonna be crazy. This year's schedule after Long Beach, we go to Kern County and the Daytona Oval and the Monaco. Back on the schedule, and then Germany, Watkins Glen, Laguna Seca, Texas, Dakota, Texas Road Course, 24 Hours Daytona, Monza, Le Mans, and Hoosier Grand Prix. The championship race is TBD, but we know for sure that we will still see the same. We will still see with the same playoffs, same playoff rules last year as we do this year. This is gonna get good. Broughton. Did he lead lap 1? No, he did not. Look at Gavin Hendry. Hendry is able to take second away, and Gavin Hendry is looking for his first career win. Great racing here from Sonoma through the carousel. Coming back up to this section, look at Gavin Hendry in the Penske number 22. There he is. Look at Errol Todd back there in fourth. Can she win this? This year's Texas Oval race will be 334 laps at 9 p.m. These drivers can't wait to get back on an oval because road courses usually rack up the schedule. This is a road course series, but a few ovals. And that's why the oval races are always so crazy. Broughton is back in second. Gavin Hendry is on pit road. Same as Carson Cole. Brady Johnson in last right now, as it is Landon Drennan who leads in Sonoma. Can Drennan win this? The Le Mans race will be at noon, and we really can't wait to go to Germany. That will be such a good race. Here goes a 33, side by side, and it is Broughton. Broughton's back up front on lap 5. Great racing here this afternoon, but it's not as wild as it was yesterday. Broughton leads. No, it's Drennan who leads. Look at Errol and Todd there in second. Trying to take second away is Todd. And look at the number 66. Landon Drennan leads here in Sonoma. Can he hang on? Broughton there in second. Todd third. Eck fourth. And Braden Mills in fifth. Broughton, great run. He makes contact with the 66. Here comes Todd. Oh, huge hit. And the 3 hits the tires at the entrance to pit road. Eck is involved as well. Clement's trying to expand his points lead, and he's in 4th. And the top 2 pulling away. Ron trying to get his second win of the year. Grady Broughton, hard hit into the wall. And here comes Errol and Todd to the inside. But she can't quite get there, and here she comes. And the Nick Green Racing number 10 to the lead here in Sonoma. She will clear Landon Drennan. But here comes Landon Drennan back down on the inside, clean pass. And Drennan is back up front. And guys, don't look now, but Miles Sprong looking for his second career win. And he is there. In 3rd, trying to get his second win in just 3 races. He won last week in Indy, trying to win this week in Sonoma. great racing. Todd back up front though. How about Landon Clements trying to get his first career win? Drennan though, back up front. Oh man, Todd with some heavy damage. And if Miles Sprong gets up there to second, man oh man, that's gonna be crazy. I will be right back. And the fans saw his talent last year. They knew that if he got into a competitive seat, he would be very competitive today. And here he is. Clements leads here in Sonoma. Landon Clements trying to win here this afternoon. Miles Sprong there in third, Ella Gooden in fourth, and guys, Maddie bowling really good. But this is going to hurt everybody in the shape of things if he ends up winning this. Why? He is leading the points right now, and it looks like that he may be pulling away just a bit in the points. Owen Drennan way off the racetrack, and here he comes around the outside. Side by side for the lead. The 18 hits the tires again. The 66 sideways. And Clements has 5 laps until he gets his first career win. Great racing here this afternoon. Next week we get to Long Beach, and that should be a fun one indeed. And that should be a fun race indeed. And here is the 18. Clements coming back around to take 4 laps to go. Clements up front. Look at Drennan. He gets wide, he gets sideways. And here goes Sprong with the great run as well. And they still have Clements leading. Landon Clements his first career win in the CSKL. And here they come. Clements. Great run by Drennan. He gets sideways again. And this time he's looking for the pass for the win. And he takes the lead away. But the 18 gets through the sharp corner, and Trina's going to take the lead. But look at the crossover move by Clements. He can't get there. Bowling back and forth. And it is the Cherry Shocks 18 in second, and Landon Drennan looking to get back to victory lane for the first time in a long time. I think he shocked the playoffs last year when he made it. Now Trennan really fast right here. Trying to make it in to the playoff, trying to win here in Sonoma. But this will still be a huge points lead though for the 18. Good looking for bowling spot. Is that Brandon Hendry? It is Hendry into 6th. Allie Boggs up there as well. Nice run by Cameron Evans. Coming back around to take 2 laps to go. And now here goes the 18. Oh, and he gets sideways. And here comes Miles Strong. He's going to look for 2nd. No, he's not. Strong gets into the tires. And the 12 wants that 5th spot, but she can't take it away. As it's Clements who has a 4/10 of, as it's Trennan who has a 4/10 of a second lead with 2 laps to go in Sonoma. Sonoma always produces wild racing, but yesterday's start of the race was so wild. Crazy race yesterday. But it's not as crazy today as it was yesterday, but still a lot of bumping and banging. And next week, it's the street circuit. It's the street course of Long Beach, 30 laps. And Nick Green got his first street course win last year in Long Beach. And then we go to Monaco in a few weeks as well. And that's where Nolan Vernango will be making his return. He will be driving the number 3. Here comes the 18. Great run by Clements. Back to the outside. He slides again. It's side by side for the lead. Clements way on the outside. Trennan on the inside. Trennan's going to clear once again. Sprung tries to take 2nd away, but he can't. Trennan, 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Okay, Landon Trennan. Hang on and get his first Sonoma win. Or will it be Clements getting his first career win? And here comes the 66. Coming to the carousel for the final time here in Sonoma. Is a damage on Landon Clements hurting him? I don't know. Trennan's dominated this race though. Here comes Clements to the inside. He can't take the lead. And now he will have one more chance. Every time when we see one Wild Sonoma race with the next race, we see the driver winning, and that driver is the one that dominates that same race. And it's been a dominating day by the 66, but he has some work cut out for him on this corner. Final time through turn 11 and 12. Oh, huge mistake. And he's still there. Clements outside. Trennan outside now. Who's going to be? Trennan hangs on to win. What a finish. Landon Trennan hangs on. And he will barely escape a crazy Sonoma finish. Huge mistake by the 66. I thought he lost the race there, but Trennan hangs on Landon Drennan wins Sonoma. What an exciting finish that was. And Clement's points lead expands. Thanks for watching the Sonoma